What is good, boys? All right, so today's video, we're gonna go over some sleep hacks that I learned. I'm gonna make a more in-depth video about the science of like why sleep is actually so important, and for that I'll be reading Matthew Walker's book. But for now, I'm just gonna give you guys like the practical steps that I use in order to perfect my sleeping schedule. All right, so the first thing is this little guy. Now this is, if you pick up one thing from this video, this is gonna be like the one new thing that you learn. So it kind of looks like mammoth tusks, right? But this goes right up in your nostrils like this, ready? Right up there. And you just kind of shove it in. Just like that. And you can see how it's got wings. So it kind of, boom, pushes out your nostrils like this. So I can feel it right here. It's really pushing out my nostrils like that. But you can breathe so much better. It's like, it really dilates your nasal cavity, not like in your face, obviously, but like right here. And it honestly feels like you're 10 to 20% better able to suck up air. And it functions basically exactly the same as like Breathe Right strips do, these Breathe Right strips. But the thing is, Breathe Right strips, for one, if you have an oily skin like me, bro, they just fall off at night. And this packet's like $8 and you only get like a month's use out of it. This little device, it's from this company called Silent Mammoth. This little device is like $28 and I've been using it for the past 4 months. And it never breaks. As long as you don't sit on it or something, you just stick it up in your nose. Sometimes I go to work with it. Sometimes I literally go to work with it. Like, you can wear it 24/7. It's kind of weird because it looks like you got a nose ring and like you're metrosexual or something. But I'm telling you, bro, get that, because a crazy amount of increase in the capacity of your nose to suck up air, and it's unbreakable and you can constantly use it. The second thing I do is taping my mouth. So here we got, I'm trying to show you the inside, but it's 3M Durapore tape, cloth tape, Durapore cloth tape. So what I do at night, so I got my nose ring in, hold on, or Silent Mammoth nasal dilator. Ugh. I'm sucking up air easy. Then I take this, boom, take like a little strip, like 2 inches. Right there, and that keeps my mouth shut the entire night, so I'm only breathing through my nose. And now normally if I did this without the nasal dilator and I was like sick or something and my nose was all clogged up, I would have to tear this off at night or my mouth would like come open automatically. But ever since I've been using this guy plus the mouth tape, bro, I sleep perfectly. Like I wake up and my mouth isn't dry. When I was a kid, dude, and I would mouth breathe at night, I would wake up and my mouth would just be completely dry. It was so bad. And obviously that, I'll go into it in a different video, but that's affecting your sleep in a negative way. So second thing I do is take like a melatonin, just a 5 milligram supplement every night. A lot of people say like, oh, you're gonna get addicted to it or whatever, and you're gonna use it as like a sleep crutch. But I follow this guy named Brian Johnson on YouTube. He does like the blueprint stuff where he's trying to anti-age himself, and he takes like 10 milligrams of melatonin every night. Okay. Other thing. So Brian Johnson actually just came out with a 10-step checklist of everything that he does in order to perfect his sleep. And I wrote it down here. I'll kind of show you, but I'll throw it up on screen right here so you can kind of follow along. The first thing is to identify as a pro sleeper. So sleep is the #1 most important thing for human health. And you have to identify as like, this is the most important thing in my life. Like, I will curate my schedule in order to get my 10-hour window of sleep. The second thing is a consistent bedtime. So we know that circadian rhythm matters on exactly when you go to bed. So you gotta acclimate your body to the same bedtime every night. The third thing is a wind down routine. So in order to fall asleep quickly, you can't be constantly stimulating yourself with, social media, doom scrolling. Dude, doom scrolling is so bad. Like, you don't understand the kind of mind state that you're putting yourself in when you're like, basically what your brain is doing is being like, what's next? Oh, I don't like that. What's next? Like, that's every time you swipe up, your brain is getting like stimulated, like, and that's not conducive to like a, yo, let's chill, like let's go to sleep kind of attitude. So wind down routine, like read a book or stretch or do something off your phone for the last 30 minutes before bed. 4 is eat early. So he says that he stopped eating at like 11 in the morning, like not even before noon. I guess that's because if you're digesting stuff before you go to sleep, it can hinder your sleep. But for me, I don't know, I eat till like 6 p.m. So I just try not to do midnight snacks or something. Fifth one, avoid stimulants. I don't drink caffeine, so I'm chilling with that. 6, regulate evening light. So in your house, bro, if you got like these bright ass lights, for one, if you can dim, definitely do that. For me, my apartment doesn't allow dimming, so I'll turn off all the lights like right when I get home from work, or if it's dark out, and then I'll just put on like one desk lamp, and that's all you need, bro. Or like light candles or something. Make it nice and dark and smooth. Like, don't trick yourself when it's pitch black out and you got these bright ass lights in your apartment. Like, don't do that to yourself. So regulate the evening light. 7 is optimal temperature. So Matthew Walker, I think, said that the optimal sleeping temperature is like 65 degrees Fahrenheit. For me, I like to be around like 67, 66. I've just been playing around with that because I can regulate the temperature in here. But yeah, be cool, be cold. Sleep. I sleep almost naked. Like, I sleep in my boxers. He said something about like you want to keep your socks on though, like no homo though, but you want to keep your socks on because if your feet are cold, then your body will wake itself up or something like that. But yeah, try to do like as minimal clothing as possible. But the socks thing, I think, is something that he recommended. The 8th is peaceful sleep environment. So tell your dog to shut the hell up. Have your dog sleep somewhere else. For me, I live by myself, so I don't have anything bothering me. The people below me, sometimes they'll like beat their kids in the morning, like at 7:30 to wake them up for school, which like I can't really do anything about that. But like, if you can, you know, if your brother's making noise at night and he's, you know, playing video games till fucking 2 a.m., yeah, you know, go in there, shut him up. Basically, you want it to be as dark, cool, and quiet as possible in order to sleep well. 9th is morning light. So again, with the circadian rhythm, once you do wake up, boom, I have blackout curtains. That's another tip. Use blackout curtains because if you find yourself, for me, I don't get up till like 8 in the morning, but the sun gets up at what, 5:30? And so if I were to not have blackout curtains, I would be waking up because of the sun's just shining on me, right? Like, your body can just kind of sense that it's daytime and it'll wake you up. For me, I wake up and it's completely pitch black, even though it's 8 in the morning. Then I open the curtains, get the natural sunlight in. That kind of kickstarts your circadian rhythm. And the last is to gather data. For me, I don't have like a Fitbit or a Whoop or anything, but I would. He says that he uses Whoop all the time, but it's like $200 a year for a membership for that, which I'm not gonna pay. So there's like free apps, which kind of suck, but for me, it's just, I just kind of go off how I feel. I don't really track data, so I don't really use the 10th one. But yeah, those are the 10 things. Get yourself a nasal dilator from Silent Mammoth. This is the #1 thing. If you learn anything from this video, this thing is a godsend. I'm so serious. The only thing I'm kind of worried about is, like, for me, for one, I have kind of like a deviated septum and my nose is kind of crooked, but I feel like it's flaring out my nostrils like this. So it's making me look more African, but anyways, I think it's worth the trade-off for the health benefits. And the second thing is this Durapore cloth 3M micropore tape. And just put that over your mouth, get your nostrils wider, start sucking in more air, have your mouth closed when you're sleeping, and you'll be good, boys. All right, take care, peace.